Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Tenopy Live Sharing. My name is Teacher Celeste, and welcome to class. This is a P5 Tenopy Live Sharing. Today, we are going to focus on paraphrasing open-ended questions. Hello, Yunhan. Hello, Elise, and hello, Akil, and other students who are still coming in. Hello. Very welcome to you guys. Thank you for joining us today for another Tenopy Live Sharing session. This is going to be a short 15-minute session. All right, just focusing on one particular skill. Today, our focus is on paraphrasing open-ended questions in comprehension passages. All right, now, before we start, we're going to read this very cute, interesting short passage here. And then later, we're going to go into the steps of how to paraphrase an open-ended question. Now, first of all, why must we paraphrase? Now, paraphrasing answers shows understanding, okay? Now, as you progress on in primary school, you realize that comprehension questions are not just about copying answers from the passage anymore. That's called lifting, right? Do you guys know that? If you know it, can you raise your hand so I know you guys are smart? All right. Yeah, thank you for raising your hand, everybody. Akil and Elise, you're not raising your hand. Do you know that you're not supposed to lift from comprehension passages? All right, so now paraphrasing, your answer actually shows that you understand what's going on. All right, and be very careful when you lift as well, because sometimes the information is not what we need. We need to inference our own kind of answers. So that's where paraphrasing skills come in very handy. All right, now let's look at this passage. All right, after what seemed like ages, it was down to one person standing between Joey and his turn at the cashier. Joey regretted miserably chugging down an entire bottle of water at lunch just before entering the supermarket. That miscalculation was now haunting him, as he could not bear to give up his place in the queue. Just a few more minutes, he told himself as he eyed the toilet signage in the distance. He heaved his trolley forward carefully but hastily. It was so full that some items were hanging over the edge like an avalanche waiting to happen. One by one, the cashier scanned the almost endless heap of groceries. Joey reached into his pocket to get his wallet ready, but found himself grabbing air. Then he patted all the other pockets of his pants desperately, but the familiar lump he was seeking was nowhere to be felt. Hello, Elias, you just came in. Now, can you tell me what is this familiar lump right here that Joey is looking for? Can you make a guess what that's supposed to be? Can you tell me in the chat? What is this familiar lump that he's looking for? He's about to go to the cashier. He's about to pay for his groceries. Very good, Elise. It's his wallet, right? Especially for guys, for boys, you put your wallets in your pockets. Then you know that there's supposed to be a lump in your pants somewhere. But where is it? Joey can't find it. All right. So now let's look at a couple of questions and we're going to learn how to paraphrase them, all right? Now the first question that we have here, why did Joey regret chugging down an entire bottle of water at lunch as he arrived at the cashier, okay? So now when we are given the word why, we are looking for a reason, okay? And what reason are we looking for? We're looking for a reason for this particular action here. Why did he regret doing this, okay? So why was it so bad? What's so bad about drinking a whole bottle of water? Now, look at this. Our first instinct would be to write down this exact sentence. That miscalculation was now haunting him as he could not bear to give up his place in the queue. If you write down this answer, that would be incorrect because it does not show that you understand what is going on. Okay, so we have to explain what exactly the miscalculation was that made Joey regret chugging down the water. Since it is not mentioned, we have to infer how Joey was feeling at that moment, okay? So now think about it. Put yourself in Joey's shoe, all right? Part of inferencing is understanding what's happening in that particular context, okay? So now, the sentence here is that miscalculation was now haunting him as he could not bear to give up his place in the queue, right? Now, we are going to paraphrase all this to show that we understand what's going on. So first of all, can you tell me what was Joey's miscalculation? What was it that he did wrong? Or something that he should not have done. What was that made him regret himself? It's not the money in hand. What was his miscalculation? Going back to the sentence, okay? We know that he miscalculated something. The miscalculation was now haunting him. He could not bear to give up his place. So what was the miscalculation? Something that he wished he had not done because he needed to go somewhere, but he couldn't leave the queue, right? Very good. He regretted drinking too much water. Exactly, because now he was so urgent. Very good, Elise. Very good, Inhan. You got it. All right. So the miscalculation was that he drank an entire bottle of water. All right, which made him really urgent and was now haunting him because he needed the toilet urgently. It's not just needing the toilet, but he needed it urgently. Okay, that's an adverb. As he could not bear to give up his place in his queue. What does this tell us? Is he very near the cashier? He could not bear to give up his place. Is he very near the cashier, or is he still very far away? Ah, Akhil, interesting answer that you have. All right, but what we mean here is that it was almost his turn at the cashier. All right, that's why the queue was extremely long, right? He waited for his turn for a very long time. Now, since we have all our paraphrased information right here, right? All we need to do right now is to piece it together into one sentence, okay? Now, I've already given you some helping words, these conjunctions right here, after and but. Okay, so what was Joey's miscalculation first? Look at this demonstration, okay? Joey drank an entire, Joey, wrong order. Joey needed the toilet urgently. After, what did he do? After drinking an entire bottle of water, right? But what's happening? It was almost his turn at the cashier. That's it. You see how beautifully paraphrased this sentence is and how it shows that we understand what is going on. All right, so this is the original sentence, right? The miscalculation was now haunting him as he could not bear to give up his place in the queue. This is so vague, but if we show that we understand it, we are able to interpret and infer what is going on. All right, another question. Explain why Joey patted all over all the other pockets of his pants desperately. So I give you a little hint about this just now, why he was patting, right? So if we say explain why, then very straightforwardly, we are expected to give an explanation. All right, we're expected to give an explanation for our answer, sorry, typo error. Okay, so why was he patting all the other pockets of his pants desperately? Again, do not lift from the passage. It said, if your answer is, Joey reached into his pocket to get his wallet ready, but found himself grabbing air. Now think about it. What does grabbing air mean? He wanted to find his wallet, right? So he put his hand into his pocket, but he was grabbing air. What does grabbing air mean? Or was he trying to blow a balloon, so looking for air? Grab nothing, Yunhan, very good. So that means there was nothing in his pocket, right? Joey's wallet was not in his pocket. All right, it was missing. He was looking for his wallet, but he was grabbing nothing. Very good, Elias. There was nothing, right? Joey's wallet was not in his pocket. He patted all the other pockets of his pants desperately. Why did he do that? What was he trying to do when he patted all the other pockets? Anybody knows? Elise, why was he grabbing air? Grabbing air is an expression for grabbing nothing. All right, he was looking for his wallet, so he put his hand into his pocket, but he was grabbing air. It means he was not grabbing anything. His wallet was not there. Okay, very good. So he was patting all the other pockets. He quickly felt through the other pockets, searching desperately for his wallet. Okay, so it's a very quick motion. When you cannot find something, then you start to panic, right? So you feel all over your bag, all over your other pockets to find what you're looking for. So that's what's happening to Joey right here. All right, so again, we have our paraphrase points. All right, now if these are two mark questions, right, you get 1 mark for each point you are able to put in. All right, so very simply, Joey's wallet was not in his pocket. So what did he do? So he quickly felt through all the other pockets, desperately looking for his wallet, or looking for it. Pronoun, okay? So because we have said wallet in the beginning, we cannot say wallet again. All right, Joey's wallet was not in his pocket, so he quickly felt through all the other pockets, desperately looking for it. That's how we paraphrase, okay? So just to summarize again, some of our friends came in late. The reason why we need to paraphrase is because it shows understanding, all right? Now, if we write a simple answer like that miscalculation was now haunting him as he could not bear to give up his place in the queue. Why is this too vague? First of all, what is the miscalculation? What is the place? What was haunting him? So you see how ambiguous meaning it is not clear. It's the opposite of clear, okay? How ambiguous the answer is. There's too many questions raised from just one sentence alone. So in order to make ourselves very clear, in order to show the teacher and show the markers that you know what is going on in the story, you have to paraphrase them, okay? All right, with that, we have come to the end of our Tanapi live sharing session. All right, for Elias and Elise, I'll see you next week. All right, for the other students who are not in my class, you're welcome to join our class anytime. All right, so that goes to Akil and Inhan. All right, with that, we have come to the end. Thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye. You may go now. See you and thank you very much. Bye-bye, Elise. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Yunhan.